YouTube VOD viewers, hello. So that's why we stopped. Sad face. Hey, one, you were there. Two, I think we just kind of stopped. But there were a couple times where I was like, I can't play it right now. The campaign does end. You run out of houses to flip, but then you could just do like free sandbox stuff. Okay. That was pretty good. That was pretty fun. Thank you everyone for being here for that. I'll start Pacific Drive soon. Got some Rivals stuff to do. There was something I wanted to record on Friday that I didn't. I haven't really changed in how much I'm playing. I'm pretty much like playing a little bit on stream and that's about it. But yeah, I'm getting YouTube chat in here, etc, etc. I called your mum's puss the sandbox. It's got grit. I can hear her fucking cackle from 2 hours away, bro. Fucking little shit. It's got grit, bro. Shut the fuck up. I tell you what, though, it was nice to, Woo! It's nice to play a silly game and not have the viewer count go to 3. You know what I mean? How did they know I play him? Oh my god. As shit's starting up, I'm just looking at the Rivals sub to see if there's anything interesting. I've had Mr. Fantastic banned quite a few times. How can they always seem to know that he's my main psychic powers hacking? Oh. He's got all the Mr. F, like Max Lord stuff equipped. Could have been cool because it was someone getting target banned on Fantastic, which has happened to me, but I don't equip the stuff. Looking at either r/Rivals or r/Marvel Rivals was your first mistake. It does like fucking suck in there, bro. Fuck, I hate just game subs in general, man, is always just, I mean, it's like once a fucking game community reaches like some sort of level of critical mass where a lot of people are on a sub or whatever, it's essentially just like, it's essentially the sub has one voice, and that voice is counter criticism, low-key defend billion-dollar company. And in any way that you could flavor that to have whatever poster or commenter word shit so that really it's just a fucking avenue for them to feel like they're smarter than everyone else. That's the entirety of all the content on there. It's fucking horrible. Rivals. r/Rival sub constantly complains about how dumb the main sub is, even though they're also foolish, but in a different way. When games have 2 subs and the main content is calling the other sub dumb. We made a different shade of sheep. Okay, that was cringe. That was cringe. You know what I mean. Okay, titles. Marvel Rivals. There we go. r/Doomfist mains. Is it a subculture essentially just purely created by Get Quaked On? Oh my god, I just opened it and the first post is him. Is it just a Doomfist victimhood complex sub? Oh my god, all of it is. Yeah, it's Doom Clips and Doom Victim Complex, and those are the two things that get posted. Jesus Christ. Okay. They made a different shade of sheep. 100 emoji. Way too many posts defending the gacha creep into the game. Have any faith in the community around the game anymore? It's like this with everything, bro. It's really frustrating. Imagine making content talking about it and getting comments like that ad nauseum. Walk a mile in Gallus OW's shoes.
They don't want me to be Gallus.
Not really my thing. Hello, Rose. It's going good. How are you? Can you talk about the balance of love and deep space? What is that? I still think like one of the worst, I'm saying it, one of the worst like normie takes I ever see is like posts rightfully talking about the genuine Guna creep in the game. And it's like top comment. Woman in swimsuit equals Guna skin SMH. The whole engagement structuring of stuff has to stop, bro. Comments should not be able to be liked. I swear to God. The dumbest, most provocative thing gets it. If it gets a reaction in any way that's either humorous, shocking, any way that creates some sort of emotion that will derail or just use the content to draw focus to the comment instead, that's the incentive. Let me unpack 5 different things in 5 different paragraphs to do something about this. Like, yeah, bro. Too short for ready. True. Where's your law? What do you mean by that? What are you doing? Playing Rivals tonight. Okay, both the YouTube chats are connected. Nice. Cool. Launch, please. I'm looking for partner showcase, right? Okay, might play a game or two before yapping. What do I have to describe everything for you? That's the thing. That's just the point. I mean, I remember this being. It was so much easier to compartmentalize the entire phenomenon of this stuff. I think really when Twitter was becoming a thing. I remember it. And it was fascinating because I remember conversations happening around it, or even like in the news and stuff, bro. Like, I mean, I was much younger then. Like, I remember talking with my mom about it. Like, Seems really dumb. It's like the whole thing with the character limit. I think that was like sort of the talking around it. But it was like a 130 character limit, so no one ever says anything with substance. It's something else. Friend named Iggy. Proud of you. Gotta go. Sorry. See ya. Have a good day. Head to Hellfire Bay Beach. I've never been there. Forced to go to the beach.
There's a solution for every problem if you just look hard enough.
Is at your service.
By the Vishanti, strange is here.
Summon the Queen of Hell.
Your girl Penny is ready to go.
I did that.
Richards, ready to help.
Yoo-hoo! Spider-Man over here.
Want to play volleyball? The fact that she's also jacked, bro. Like... Jeff! What is this game?
Spider-Man could help with anything.
Was she just transparent? What the f... Whoever said, oh, you can only go big in Times Square. I shouldn't go over there. What the fuck is this? Bro.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
Hello, swim behind. Oh my god, man, help. Palate cleanser. Okay, he's also naked. Whatever disturbed me. Right? Please be real. Please be real. So I just jump in and just absolutely just get myself trolleyed on the ranked. Ranked no warm-up. It's time to predict. I'm getting on my goat. Is it crazy if I go to bed? No. I said it last time. Oh my god, Emma. Please be real. Wasn't here last time when the beach stuff was going over. It was a lot. That dude poor. My god, he's C3. Alright. Play a few, yap at the end, I say goodnight. If I had more time, I'd end with Deadlock. I only got time for so much in one night. Alright, yeah, what was the thing I was thinking of? I think there's a deeper conversation around the whole like Gooniskin thing. I mean, there's a deeper conversation around everything that won't happen because of the whole structure of social anything media. Mouse. Wow. But there's probably some psychological component about the fact that I'd say generally in games where characters are presented to you like this, even so far as being able to swap between heroes, all of these things probably inform it in some way, right? But inherently, this here, all of these guys, are inherently probably more objectified. than is given credit for, purely because of the fact that they are given to players like an action figure to play with. That's kind of like the thing, right? Like, bro. Someone saying, woman in a swimsuit equals Guna skin? Like, what do I have to go down the list of 10 points? Okay, 1. Not a person with free will. The devs put her in that. 2, the devs did surgery on her ass for that. Okay, the devs did it. Right, 3, the devs make her do X, Y, Z pose. 4, the devs gave her this emote that people can buy. And the MVP. Blah, blah, blah. For the purpose of sales. Like, what? What are we doing, bro? No, I'm not at the beach. You want to know why? Because at the beach, I don't have for 6 hours straight. A 40-year-old. Perfect.
Unlike some I don't care.
Doing this in my face non-stop at this angle for the entire session I'm playing, bro. This isn't how interacting with people works, or being out in the world with people works. Oh, it's just like being at the beach. Then go to the beach. That's not the point. You go to a corner and look up at the sky? No. Like, guys, the characters in these games are given to you as toys to play with. Oh wow, woman in swimsuit is Guna. Her intro animation focuses on her chest and her butt. Get real. Like, what, you've never seen her chest and her butt before? Okay, am I supposed to be asexual? What are we saying, bro? Gen Pop contends with the sex sells law of sales. Mouse. She says "row" about it.
Which
Meow.
hero do you think you want to be today?
Give me chicken. That's all to make money, that's right.
I've seen wonders out there in the cosmos.
Me, yeah.
Behold.
Have a real talking about the Guna skins? Honestly, yeah. Could
Who
you
am I gonna
send it?
banish from this match?
Who we banning? Star-Lord. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Sparky. I kind of love the Phoenix band as well, bro. Dino next. Are you eating the cat's wet treat? Really? Tom, I get it. She is so sweet.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Jeffrey. Hello, Archduke. Penny solo. Well, alright. Evan is Chinese.
Round one.
Winning isn't always about hitting
They'll
harder.
be coming in 30 seconds.
Sometimes
Stay
it's
strong.
about thinking harder.
Alchemax did a real number on me. It's like I can barely contain.
Hello, Jurassic Sam.
I could make some adjustments to your visor if you'd like. Add some extra safeguards.
I'll be honest. honest, I'm kind of enjoying
Garlic bread is so yummy.
never been one to
It is.
Battle starts in 5, 4,
That's why I gotta stay away from it, bro.
1. You have to stop.
I'd actually be top 1%. There's 100% a demon inside me waiting to get out and eat it and eat 3 kilos of garlic bread. If I just went.
got my eye on someone welcome.
Everybody needs a hand.
It's like that elven bread. They just figured it out.
You can just walk out, they're down like 3. Or come back.
I'm pink mist.
I'm more resilient than you think.
You spawn kill the name or was he? Mr. Feed? I hate you, bro. We lost our penny, that's point.
Feeling fantastic.
TPing.
Okay. Get him, Willie. I did that. I actually did that. Oh my god, bro.
A little protection goes a long way.
Hello.
Stop fan.
Fan. Didn't hit me. No. Ouch.
You need to stop that vehicle in its tracks.
I noticed half these names. I recognize like half these names, bro. It's feeling
Better stop that vehicle.
I'm having this feeling so much more
Release the
like
Glotch
recently, bro. It's like, wow, it feels like Mr. F is terrible in this matchup. It's like all the time, bro. It's like every game. Oh. Oh.
Cloak, have cloak.
I did that. I got a good ult off.
Wow, 4 in a row. Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger. Safety first.
I did that. Switch to Iron Man.
You stop them in their tracks.
I reckon I could rock the Iron Man. He's similarly like quite terrible.
Fantastic.
Run for your life. Damn, he's just gone. Should have just gone in.
I'm just gonna ult.
I didn't pay attention to hear our C and D ult. What happened? If I got him, bro. You should have a pick hero redeem. Yeah, swap hero. Hey, Gallus with a 2 hero pool. Could you have a redeem where I choose your hero from the cast of over 40? Perhaps not. I'll supernova.
You like that? Resubscription detected.
It's impossible to stay alive, bro.
There's still a chance to stop them.
Dante with the 30 months. Can I get a W for Dante in the chat? Hello, bro.
I won't rest until this is solved.
It's over 50 now? How did I not even recognize? Alright. Well, don't y'all get something?
Namor's reinforcements, I presume.
Matt Bowles HD. What a name. Let me play the game. I need to go at him or something, bro. They all just have guns. I don't want to grow and change to adapt to this frequently changing game. Please don't ask me to.
It's now or never. Stop them. All right, Ty. Now we really have to.
You mean the hamster wheel of meta-abusing latest hero? Devs won't adapt to their own content cycle? Okay, just 2 tornadoes for your boy. Reckon I get another transform off before ult? I'll probably die now, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess I got that. Wait, huge? Oh my god, we used 3 like that. We used 4 ults.
Only 60 seconds left. You got them all.
I should take Gallus to a little town called Normal, Illinois during tornado season. Is that a joke? I guess so damn fun. She is. Put the rogue in the bag. Okay then. How does it feel to get run down by something with infinite health? Elsa? Spidey? Okay.
You stopped them in their tracks. The final 10 seconds.
Dr. Kev with the moves.
Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Hey, Chad! Someone clip this!
You need to live, bro. I think I do this early. Oh my god, Bacon, thank you! On the worst point for my hero, we held it.
0,
Okay.
2.
Alright then.
Time to finish this, including which side you're on. You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I've seen wonders out there in the cosmos. Few humans
Look
will
at my
ever
southern
be
bell-coded third eye. Maybe I need to watch that. Gallus looks like he was born to play Cyclops. I get too many Cyclops comparisons. Do I need a Cyclops arc? Widow.
Round 2.
There's a solution.
She also was Elsa.
You just look hard enough.
rank is this? This is like GM. 1?
It's not so much that I can see. It's that folks hear me coming from a mile away.
What if you do the Cyclops arc wearing gamer sunglasses? I need my real glasses.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's the idea for a revitalized Mr. F team up?
Capture the mission area.
What would it be?
Feeling fantastic.
You get the Cyclops comms because your appearance does the same amount of harm to me that his laser eyes would. Oh, thank you for that.
Nice work
She
out.
got a diamond? I've had my E cancelled like 4 times, bro. Let me jump to something. Holy sh. Iron Fair. Clever shortcut, Steven. Me when Steven's driving. Buggy or what? It thought I was jumping to something here, bro. When I targeted something to report. Does it approximate the angle of the thing I'm targeting and create a ghost target behind the portal so that it would just send me through the portal anyway? Is that how they like bootlegged the targeting of something through a portal? Maybe it is. Like maybe it selects a target based off what you're looking at in the portal, but so it doesn't bug out. It like creates a ghost target when you initiate it behind the portal.
I'm more resilient.
You look like a filthy hitscan / Namor player.
Bless me, Solo. Defeat was your destiny.
Well,
You should have
Get that vehicle moving again.
So
Neil. Me when I'm Patrick Harris. What?
Someone clip this!
Okay. Why do I keep finding him and he doesn't get help? Like, just... Okay, whatever I was saying about, Hero not good for this map or what?
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Double the failure.
This is low-key like a tempo phantom. Oh my god, someone jumped over my head. Jesus, bro. Wow. Yep. Come on, fat man, slap your wife's brother out.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way.
Don't have prescription sunglasses? Not right now. I've always found like prescription sunnies feel a bit off. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just... I'm so dead. Red is the anchor and each of the other 3 members pick him up and he stretches into different shapes. Big hammer for Ben, giant mace for Johnny, shield for Sue, and they all attack with him.
The light force is getting stronger.
That's kind of elite. Oh. Oh. Ooh.
So close. This is your big chance.
These creatures may be the spawn of monsters.
Release the claw drugs!
Jeff saved us all? Cyclops building ult the same time I am, or sooner. Cleaving silly string arms, by the way. We won!
Final score.
We won.
3, 2, 2.
W Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Hypothetical new FF team up is the perfect place. Yeah, I agree. He just doesn't... Guys, he doesn't feel like the Elastic Hero. I'm sorry, he doesn't. Plus 27? All right. Again?
Prediction complete. It's time to predict.
Anyone Gallus doesn't understand the importance of cube maps in video game preservation. Then why make the character at all? I don't care how difficult the problem, it's just a labor and production issue. They're a big company. I can't, this is, that, whatever the soundscape that was had too many layers to it and I felt like I was... Speaking of big companies, seeing what's happening to Bungie right now? No. What's going on? Apex Legends when? Probably never. Playing Brig a lot recently in Overwatch, particularly Stadium where all the weapons are juiced up. Hmm. We need, I just miss team-ups happening, bro. You know, because they did the, you know how they did the old team-ups, like Jeff Neto and the Storm and Torch? We need Double Date. We need Fant and Sue. And Gambit and Rogue. But I don't know what it would be.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
I've seen wonders out there in the cosmos. Few humans.
I mean,
will
just
ever
thinking about it,
behold.
Now,
I think what frustrates me a lot when I think about stuff like team ups or content cycle or old heroes getting left behind or heroes that I like getting left behind is with what we have is that there is this teased immense potential that I think is purely just always going to be brushed over for the sake of the next content release. Like Rogue, right? Rogue, every season, team up with a new hero, she gets half their powers. And that's kind of just the theme of the hero. Like, she would never have a full kit. Like, since release. I don't know. Live service issue, yeah. Predict.
you'll need a top-notch team to win.
No one told me Brig would be this fun, by the way, haha. They should buff her and remove roll queue so you can have more than one tank to play around. Well, on that note, it's entirely possible Brig could not exist as a GOATS enabler anymore. I was like, where Brig was balanced to, can't stun off rip with the shield. General squishiness of the hero. Like, she'd be a Ryan victim. Right? The packs weren't as good. Packs are nowhere near as good anymore. Nor is the ult. It's kind of like acceptable. And also against GOATS, like, there are so many heroes that can shatter GOATS, I feel, in Overwatch now. That, like, no roll luck, it just would... There's good potential that it could either be risky or a greedier comp, even if it was possible, or if it was possible, there'd be more variations of it. Kinda like triple support in Rivals. But I'm thinking, like, if they have triple tank, triple sub, Ram cleaves, Junker Queen cleaves, you know? Like, in a way that is incredibly impactful into that. Oh! Oh my god. This is low-key a Blade game, Jesus Christ. Do I do it? Oh my god. It just came to me in a dream. I did that. Thank you.
Moving a passive.
God, I hate that hero, man.
That's good, Jen.
Okay, sir. Should we hook out? Nice. Careful. I'll go fight.
There's no way he just did that. Are we serious? Oh,
Okay, that can hit me in the air.
how many did he get, bro? I might actually have to hit this, bro. Holy shit. Are we watching pornography? I'm gonna try the blade. Wait, they're Groot.
Yeah. I support.
I kind of want to now. I kind of want to now that I said it.
They switched to the Groot from Emma.
It's my fave disgusting fantastic player. Hella shit.
Ping. Huh? Jeff is on the left. So was Wool.
Chasers? 5v2ers? This was the most, oh god, I'm in a low rank deadlock lobby, like, moment I've ever had. What the fuck? Keep running. This is value. I'll take it. No!
It's a pick.
My eyes hurt.
They have no support all themselves. Almost got Clark.
Okay.
Nice, good pick. Ping.
Nice.
Clark. Let's use the bubble. Nice.
That's actually terrifying. Jesus, bro.
Switch now, alright.
Nice.
It's such a cooldown. It happens so fast. Be bold. Booked fear. Destiny is dead. Bungie on chopping block, and I found a dev from Concord who had actual credentials. What? Bang. Why are you coming back up, bro? You have no health. That was actually huge, bro.
Oh my god.
My P word.
Never mind.
I feel like we have a not walking when 7 of them are like now without legs, wheelchair bound for life after what I did to them. Or what we did to them.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Oh, I might get tire tracks on my face. Like, bro,
What's out of this?
not the point.
There's a middle there.
I can't see him, bro. He went up.
Only 60 seconds left.
I didn't know that was there.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Oh!
Angels, water.
Fuck, man, I need to hit those.
Touch point.
The whole thing was like, I don't know, they got 20 seconds left. Unless we're making something happen there, we need to back up.
TP.
True. Where is he? Oh my god, the scrolling, bro. Oh, it's too late. Or is it type shit? No. Okay.
The current score is 1-0.
New fantastic jiggle physics.
Time to switch things up.
Wait, that's just the worst feeling ability in the game.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
I think we could have walked the entire map if we walked when we were up. Like, genuinely, if we walked when we were up, we would have taken the entire map. Like, we're effectively just giving respect and space to corpses and then 2 remaining players. Yeah.
I will bring peace to this universe.
Round 2. Go.
Was it Fantastic Band? No. It was Emma Thing Wolverine on the front. Here's the followed brother.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
The power you unleash from your arms. Does it ever run out? Not in my experience. Some say it's channeled from a dimension of pure concussive force. Ah, the so-called punch dimension. America Chavez told me once.
The battle starts in 5.
Get another streamer I watched quit this game. 2 more seasons by the way. Who was it, Sparky?
I have a feeling they would be safer on you than the Alchemist. Quantum, thanks for the boost.
Why would I need you?
Hit this early. I don't know about the hell epic, bro. Fucking shield, bro. Shield walls. Wow, they just took first point. Wow, it's like they walked.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Us against the world.
Better stop that vehicle.
Shit, Matt Balls HD with the flank Luna. Jesus. I'm coming over there. Oh. I did that. I actually did that. Holy fucking shit. What a play, bro. Watch us lose the fight. I'm sorry, did I just get force cancel, like respawned after 5 seconds when it lasts like 15? Hello? I'll take it because we all lived. That could have cost me the point. Jesus Christ. That was actually such a fat clip. Someone clip that. Holy PDF, bro.
Or a dagger. You stop
What if he jumped towards spawn?
Knew I saw trouble.
All right. God, bro. There's no way I live. Holy. I don't know if I need to res myself. I think I shouldn't. Any Adam tips? Learn the animation cancel.
you on ice.
We make a killer team.
Ready to unleash the light.
Only spam E as much as you can get it. Otherwise, hold it. probably my biggest one.
You stop them in their tracks.
I saw trouble.
I suck.
Yeah, look at me.
Us against the world.
I like the cold.
By the eye of
Whoa.
Komodo.
Guess that works.
It's nap time. Give me that light.
Hello. Wait, it's black. I thought that was Invis, bro. This black cat actually looks like the Invis skin with the like the pink shirt, like the school one. Good night, Liz. Sleep well. You know, there was an animation council for Adam. It's pretty important, to be honest.
I suck. Only 60 seconds left.
Shut the wall. All reliable triple sup.
Check this out, because I won't.
Down to 30 seconds. You stop them in their tracks.
Jeffrey, what are we doing, bro?
The final 10 seconds. For my crows. Nowhere yet. Going to overtime.
Flew into grounding, I guess? What the fuck was that, bro? Oh my god. It's the vertical hitbox of the fucking grounding. Pulling a TSM guitar from the screamers winning. Music is up. It's from Expedition 33.
Still a chance to stop them.
Stay on, bro. Go. Alright.
I was worried. Final score 1-2-2. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
I'll do one more. Prediction complete. Hello, Brad. It's time to predict. Fortunately with grounding, I feel like whatever happened on the left there was genuinely a win condition if they engage in it at all, and they did, and nothing happened on main. Enemy team committed to that with a thing on main. All right. I ran out. Probably last one. Then, yep. Thank you, brother. What an angry little man, Wolverine, not you. You get my idea for a strange rogue team up I wrote a few days ago? Yes. There was this post I saw that was, yeah, this one. Jesus, 13k likes. 500,000 views. There's a reply to Your Age destroying his setup after playing Rivals. New evidence proving this game's problem is the community and not the game itself. He was on point, killed 2 people, including a sub, and 2 others are spending all their resources to stop him while his team is comatose losing a 5v2. How does this kind of happen? Like, how does this kind of shit happen? Oh my god, I hate how just, yeah, everyone can have an uninformed opinion about everything, bro. It's just engagement. Like, no one knows how to critically think anything. What is the claim in this? What's it founded on? Fucking, bro. What are we gonna do? Change everyone's mind and all of their behavior? Good luck, bro. Good job. Maybe if the baseline incentive wasn't 95% of value in the game for sitting on your ass doing absolutely nothing and waiting for people come to you and mess up because you have 7 cooldowns that are all defensive and you do insane poke damage, maybe that's the problem, because that's the baseline value everyone's able to access when they're half asleep in this game because of how it's balanced. Oh, I hate the community. Give me a fucking break. Inadvertently becomes like the avatar of something I deem fucking seriously wrong with the community. It's the blaming of people in it. Can they give Jeff and Rocket a team up for teleportation? Or a ban. Idea was Rogue and Strange both get new abilities. Rogue gets a long 20+ second cooldown that when activated via jumping while not flying allows her to triple jump and walk on air without gravity like Juno in Overwatch. Oh, okay. Strange gets a new ability that when activated makes his cape have a lift up effect similar to Rogue's air launch.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
I've seen
What do we
worlds
have?
out there in the cosmos
Try Adam
few
again.
humans will ever behold.
I will bring peace to this universe, no matter the cost.
Makes his cape have a lift up effect similar to Rogue's air launch and a dive plus drag when reactivated similar to the end of Rogue's air move. This would replace his normal launch up on cape. Launch in direction of momentum on second activation. Huh. That's interesting. I think it would actually be really beneficial for both as it gives Rogue a new engagement escape tool so she can save her combo cooldowns for attacking enemies and such, and Strange gets a new combo tool engagement tool in a way. Displays enemy frontliners besides just damaging them. Also, it sounds fun in my head to use against. Again, that is not me. To be honest, of everything I've seen, that wouldn't even be, like, it probably wouldn't even be that broken. I like it. Yeah. Like, what is it? Hela Namor team up? No. Is it Gambit Rogue team up? No. Like, yeah, I think that's fine. It's probably about as strong as Magneto's Gambit team up.
The battle starts in
I don't know how people blame me after losing 5v3s after I baited on the third point. Yeah, I mean, it's the structure of the game. It's like all of it, bro. Like, cool. Oh, here we go. No, bro. Okay. It's just not a damn stat boost, and it's not a boost to existing moves like Thing plus Hulk. Yeah. Thing plus Hulk team up is probably the most phoned in one recently that seemed... Oh, I'm not 100% on that. I'd have to look at every one that was recent, but it was one of the most recent, right? But it had the appearance of being good or impactful or anything. And in a way, it actually is. It's because the left click gives bonus health. But it's like, yeah, let's give Pain Brothers a team up, bro. Like, one, it was in a way that's not like big and impactful. I'm sorry, like it wasn't a ground shake. It's not like infinite ammo, which is kind of like it would be for the aura, is why you give them one. Because I think they were already good together. And when they're countered, and they still are. So it's kind of like, okay, why do you make them better in a way at what they already were good at? Because them being good at what they were good at wasn't the problem. It was never the problem. It doesn't do anything for how they play at all. It's just like slop. It should be something like Thing doing left clicks despite less damage and less survivability refunds some bubble cooldown for Hulk. So that's a team up. And it also means trade off hard DPS and cleave in like the middle of a brawl and potentially survivability to instead defer to getting more bubbles. Like there's a thought process to it, and there's a whole reason for it. A little something to both you and Liz, maybe you all can talk about it? What? In the mail?
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
On Discord, okay.
No one can stop us. Ooh, nice God warrior princess vibe. As the kids say, you slay, girly pop.
Indeed, I do. In fact, I have slain so many over the centuries.
Okay, I'll have a look.
Lost count.
Hot. You know, I used to have a thing.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
You are strangely boring.
Looks like we've got ourselves a party.
Want to make a bunch of team up ideas? Right? Isn't it like fun? Shouldn't they be doing this for the love of the game? Isn't that the whole point?
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Sometimes. Mission area is yours.
I think we're winning this one. Can we get a Discord channel for team up ideas that will never get added and make me cry a little when I realize that? I mean, if you guys want to keep pumping team up ideas into it, but if it's just going to be Queen, I won't make a channel for it. I mean, that's one of the things that would be like, yeah, if there were 5 people in there just spitting out team up ideas here and there, that's just free content.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes. Or a dagger.
I am barely harmed.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Ah! Ah! There's no fucking way, bro.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Wouldn't it be bad to do that in DPS pool ult because of the duration? I don't think I res.
There's still so much to do.
The area's almost yours.
Could have just purely because of tempo and like we have picks and they have almost no time. But I'm more of the opinion like I feel like this game has ultimate that literally rip away all space, and if something goes wrong, then I want to have everything up to combat it on point. I think we win. Now Kiwi man, try again.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Emotes are fundamentally part of what make Marvel rivals. And they're so lame now, yeah. Literally seen multiple creators across platforms call for a hero-less season just so team-ups get the attention they had. Deserve again? Yeah. Plus 18. Jesus! What happened there, bro? GG.
We won.
We did that.
Tough game.
What was this game, bro? I was there. Goodbye now.
Bye.
No, not do ma- Oh my god, I just clicked it. I just clicked it, bro. Were you done? Were you me? I have not seen this map. This isn't what I'm here for. Okay, it's kind of a late. Imagine if this was in a core mode. What is... Am I supposed to do it when the thing lights up? Oh! Oh! What was that for? And now what? Did I do a lore? Is that like a lore thing, bro?
You've got the most points. Keep up the stellar work.
I did that.
Extreme force. Right on target.
All right. The 3k damage carry. I did that. That's effective damage. Most characters only got 275 health. Music polls thing that happens periodically and creates that jumping minigame. I think you caught the tail end of it, so you didn't get to do that many jumps. Ah, okay. Plus I have music turned off. You stream, I hope one day I can be with you. Thank you. Thank you, man. That's... I don't know how W it is. I missed the chat. Alright.
Got my full blast. No contingency plans needed.
Double KO.
Does this guy need a contingency for anything? His eyes are lasers. I can't imagine he's had a... I can't imagine he's had a hard life. Okay, not what I mean. There's no way you could have a regular life. But in terms of, like, being a guy who fights the baddies, has he ever been challenged? Yeah, there was a guy who was immune to his lasers. Yeah, okay, bro. Besides that? Besides, like, oh yeah, they had the immunity to his specific power.
Maximum impact.
Because isn't this just a free win button?
Double KO.
Everyone make team up ideas so Gallus makes the channel, then everyone but me abandons it after it gets used for some time, so I just come on your channel on the disc.
That was easy.
Alright. Where are my notes? Turn that light on. This works. I'm probably going to race through this one. And the pop-up has stayed on my screen. All right. A lot of renditions, he has brain damage, but also there's like aliens and stuff, and there's tons of just straight up species that are unaffected by his beams. Okay. Brain damage, is an orphan and was in the foster system. Kinda doesn't have a life outside the X-Men. Bad husband. Yeah, he's had an easy life, bro. Alright.
Got my eye on some unwelcome guests.
Oh, true, 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 true. Okay. Cyclops is the better Moon Knight. Since his release, he has climbed to the top of the roster as the hero doing the most damage in the entire game, above both Moon Knight and Punisher. Alright, where are they? This one was convenient. Feast your eyes. This is damage per minute. He has overtaken Moon Knight. This pun. This is. They base this off T500. But like, holy shit, man. I also, by the way, I also had no idea Mr. F was this low, bro. Because I swear his damage used to be considered like, or at least I did. I considered Mr. F's damage like pretty high. There was your Moon Knight in the game, and that was pretty unbeatable in terms of just raw output. But bro, Mr. F sucks. Anyway,
Got my eye on some unwelcome guests.
now the raw damage isn't why he's so effective, but it is part of it. It's because he's hit scan.
Bet you didn't see that coming.
You have the best in both worlds. Sorry, you have the best of both worlds in long-range kill threat like Hela. And just straight up tank busting and farming groups like Moon Knight.
Double KO.
Alright, give me Groot. His ultimate also completely shreds the front line. I still can't get over that. Jesus. So, what do we do with Moon Knight? Cyclops has eaten up his slot in the roster. You get what you want out of Moon Knight from Cyclops and an entire other hero's value in being a hit scan duelist. Considering Cyclops is more dangerous in 1v1s and can actually effectively leave a losing fight. You know, bro's not hitting Moon Knight grapple and getting away from Phoenix, bro. Like, he's just... Moon Knight kind of doesn't have a purpose. He's just riskier and worse. So the first thing they should do is revert the nerf he was given, which was pretty blatantly placed because Cyclops was being released to the game. And unless the devs want to buff Sorry, and unless the devs want to buff Moon Knight to be even stronger than he was before into groups, and tanks, then Cyclops's beam ricochet needs a nerf. And it's either in the total output of that one or the actual ricochets on his cooldown. One or the other. But his group damage is so insanely high on top of being an incredibly easy to use and effective, consistent hit scan. Right now, Cyclops is eating up Moon Knight's entire identity in the game. What do you guys think? Oh, it's Friday, sure. It's done. Widow buff when? Probably never. Magic almost as low as Wonder. Yeah. What is the reason for Magic's win rate in the mid ranks? Alt battery, no. We'll take Moon Knight and Psy at the origin point of 80% of the issues of the game. Cyclops is a weird one because being added later and having... While they're really... I'd say they're really strong and very effective. Like, the amount of time he spams this, and this does good damage to groups as well, can't be, like... I won't understate that. And the chain beam, blah, blah, blah. But also, like, how fast he builds ult and how much damage this that does is, like, insane. But it's copying notes from the archetype or whatever that this hero is. And in a hero shooter like this, like similar to Overwatch, a hero like Moon Knight shouldn't be able to exist. Like, genuinely. It's very weird, and it's enabled pretty much by the fact that there is such high healing in the game. Like, a design that effectively just hits one target and then hits them all to farm hit markers and whatever, that only exists because healing can get so ludicrously high that he's essentially designed as a loophole. Like, he's a loophole designed into the insanely broken healing system, and it can only exist because healing is so high. Otherwise, you can't make Moon Knight, is how I see it. Like, you can't have someone pumping this into groups if healing was lower at all. And if you were saying healing would be lower. So he's like uniquely created by the insane environment of this game, in my opinion. Like... Damage like that is the reason supports have to become heal bots in order to survive the meta. And it's like a vicious cycle, right? Because it's like, oh yeah, what if they have like triple tank or triple sup or whatever? Yeah, but if this is fucking easily accessible all the time, then that becomes like necessary as well. The snake fucking eats its own tail, bro. If they have so much poke slop damage like this, what do you have to do? Well, you gotta survive it somehow. It insists on itself, that's right. Alright, here. Right now I'm sitting GM2. I haven't played that much, no. The devs hate the tank roll, they straight up nerf Dino quicker than the other problematic DPS releases. Yeah. I mean, they also, I will say, they also nerfed Black Cat after a season. You know who they wouldn't nerf after a season? It's still getting nerfed. You know who it took them like 4 seasons? Sorry, 4 months. Still relevant, has never been bad. Hella. Real estate eaten up by Cyclops. This hero's never been bad either. They just created the more flexible Hella, right? Only reason she could be considered bad now is because he was introduced. Buff after buff after buff after buff. When was the last time this guy was nerfed? They love hit scan, bro. They love hit scan. And they love their old heal bots. Their old batteries. Yeah. Balance patches looking like generational trauma. The cycle always repeats. Yeah. Argument to be made that C&D also contributes to the Moon Knight problem. Why C&D? Isn't it hard to nerf Jean? They just buff Hela and they switch roles? That's why they need to differentiate the two, right? Hela needs to be the longer range sniper. Jean needs to be slightly closer. And they need to balance the numbers in the kits to pigeonhole them into those identities. Or yeah, they will just eat each other's slots in the roster. And that's bad for the game on the whole. It's like, look, if you want to sell skins for one, but one's always bad, well, there's a reason they can give favoritism to some characters who get pumped full of skins every season, right? Like, they would know it affects sales. At least it affects their bottom line. You need to differentiate these two, and that involves balancing comprehensively, bro. They need to have a distinct role. Sniper, clunkier, slower, probably squishier, less mobile, harder to move around. More mobile mid-range duelist. That's it. Cyclops, harder to do. I'd lean more towards him being similar to Phoenix. But this is where it gets tricky, man, because it's like, he's such a hyper generalist and good at all the hit scan jobs, but he has no CC. And I don't know if that's maybe the crux of what you want. Maybe there's something about that, but I don't want to lean on Phoenix's CC as a thing that differentiates her from him. What would you say the main issues in the game are? Like, if you could make a bullet point list, what would it be? Like, as a general thing? That's a hard question, bro. Numbers are too high. Number one, numbers are too high. I'd say the most glaring problem is that ranged damage is too high. Like, straight up, yes, healing is obscene. I play Mr. F, I cannot kill anything. Genuinely, I can't kill a fucking backline that heals each other once every 3 left clicks and goes back to healing their team and ignoring me. But ranged damage is such a problem, man. Like, it was so easily accessible. When I was a Turbo Bucky one trick when the game came out, right? It was just a pressure release valve against any single problem. Is that you would just pick the thing with the gun and you can turn your brain off and think 10% of the time, and you are pumping out an insane amount of pressure that everyone on the other team has to respect. It would shape the entire game into something that's easier to play for you. Like, genuinely, even if they do the right thing against it, like, the ball's in your court. You put out so much pressure that it's like, you may as well have added a player to the team with a gun. Like, now on top of that, and as the fucking snake eats its own tail, and also just launch numbers, healing is so obscenely ridiculously high that most playmaking is essentially either you need to hit a breakpoint by you spam 3 heroes' abilities into one guy at the same time and it dies, or you try to hijack this baseline, pretty brain-dead system of high healing and high damage, is you need to crowbar it open with an ultimate. That is how it works. And I think it's stale and pretty unengaging. Generally, nothing moves until the support's ult. I would say that sort of as an added part. The whole support ult thing is like the range damage and healing numbers and support ults are like the top 3 of what has caused me like fatigue with this game. I really like the style of this hero. He also felt very fun and quite bulletproofed against a lot of the things I was really starting to not enjoy as a Bucky player, which was essentially that the enemy team has several ultimates that cause... If you're 1 meter too far forward and a support has an ultimate and you're in a semi-competent lobby, it's like, oh, well, if the Luna presses Q then, they turn your 1 meter too far forward as you're like fishing for a hook or fishing to sort of make a play or try to get a pick. They turn that into 20 meters too far forward because they have created a no man's land that is now 20 meters behind you because they can walk anywhere they want, right? This stalemating effect of support ults meant that doing anything risky, creative, or interesting was kind of a no-go, especially because they charged so fast. If you got caught taking a risk, not even making a misplay yet, and they pop a support ult, you're dead and you've thrown. So the best thing to do was always do nothing but pump out consistent value down main, hello guns, right? Until your own ults are online. And then everyone waits for someone else to mess up. By the way, that is the #1 problem I had with Overwatch 2 and why I quit. Stalemating, stagnant gameplay, wait for the other person to mess up. The games are the same, right? There is no more balanced or better game. They have the same problem. They have the same fundamental fucking problem, bro. And this shit stems from sustained creep, power creep, stronger and stronger cooldowns, adding more bells and whistles, perks, patches that buff everyone a ludicrous amount. If a hero interacts with another hero in a way that's interesting, it's because the interaction is interesting, not because of the numbers. And when you increase the strength of both heroes, right, if they have an interesting interaction, you can destabilize that completely, right? So when you buff the things, Slam, from 3 seconds grounding to 5 seconds straight, what this has done in the majority of games for players is created mobile heroes as an absolute you cannot play them effect. Instead of they might die, or if that was even 2 seconds of grounding, instead of you might die, and the players using the grounding on you need to follow up, it's a you always die, and there's nothing you can do about it. That interaction has been degraded by creeping the power of this hero. And that has happened again and again and again in the cast. Holy shit, stop increasing the numbers of everything. It's so unbelievably boring. Oh my god, it's broken on paper. How cool. It's going to be so boring to play. We're almost 9 seasons in. You think I don't have a fucking memory? Like, oh, what's going to happen? Oh, I'm going to play the hero that got the buffs. I'm going to be into a good matchup for 1 life. They can't do absolutely anything at all. I destroy them. Then they swap onto something that makes me feel the same way until I swap. And then I'm not playing the hero I wanted. I'm not playing the game that I wanted. And we're just swapping on this fucking roulette of bouncing off of meta heroes that are so obviously meta because they juice the numbers to such a ridiculous degree. It really is just a game of the swap screen. Again, Overwatch 2. Like, the mid game doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's macro, right? If you want macro, play Deadlock, bro. Oh, the macro of counting 6 ultimates. That's like 2% of Deadlock. The macro in this game is literally who has what ult. That's it. That's what the whole thing boils down to. And it's because of all these numbers problems, bro. Everyone has to rely on their ults and on really consistent safe value heroes that are designed to be so insanely safe and so highly consistent that it's effectively the whole player base is shoehorned into this, like, dopamine drained, drooling on the keyboard, farming hit markers on main until someone on the enemy team messes up and they press Q. And that's what the game is designed and balanced to be, right? Fuck me, it sucks. Buffing things rounding is because every character gets mobility cooldowns and mobility creep and rivals. Yeah, but you see the problem there, right? Yeah, the mobility creep is the problem. Because if the counter to it is to put a button in the game that prevents usage of abilities in a circle, it's literally like, oh wow, this thing's too strong. So I've designed a circle that if anything enters it, they're effectively completely inert. They don't interact, you just switch it off. It's like if you added a button to a hero that pulled the plug on someone's computer for 5 seconds and then it magically turned back on. It's like they don't interact. They haven't created something where two players make decisions against each other. It's where you place the circle in a top-down RTS whatever. Like, and it's on the level of just macro play in a way that's incredibly dry. It's very, like, shallow. Was playing Rogue yesterday into the thing. I had no cooldowns half the game. He was so good at doing that to you, wasn't he, bro? What a player. Yeah, that was because the devs. He was just there pressing shift. Since I started playing Overwatch and basically one trick and Diva, I noticed the problem with the tank roll is the counter swap roll. There's literally times where I feel like my character is just turned off based entirely on the tank I'm fighting. Exactly. That was, yep, that's the whole problem with that game. And it's like, it's, oh, don't get me started. Would rather things slam be a 1 second root than a grounding? I 100% agree. Solution, bring all the numbers down. Specifically balance around poor interactions like that. But absolutely hilarious. They added tenacity, then magically this season after they introduce it, it magically becomes broken and no longer procs when you're hog juggling or playing rogue. Yeah. Moon Knight needs a rework, Sai needs a rework, every single DPS needs a small buff, every single DPS needs a CC nerf, plus an overhealth generation nerf, every support needs a healing nerf, Gambit ult needs a small nerf, then buff every single tank bar mag. This is the TL that I'll take it with a grain of salt. I do not like where tanks are at right now. I feel like people conflate the fact that there is a lot of tank variety right now. I see creators saying, I might just say this, people conflate the fact that there is a lot of tank variety in Rivals right now because, sorry, with the tanks being balanced in a way that's good for the game. I see a lot of creators talking about tanks like, oh, well, you can play a lot of them right now. It feels like the role is pretty balanced. There is a place for most of them, like in a way that's a lot better than it was before. You're not really permabanning a tank most of the last seasons unless you were counting Dino. And, you know, they take that as a win and go, oh yeah, that's pretty good. I'm eating good as a tank player. Are you, bro? That's where the bar is. You can pick a lot of them. Okay. How many times are you swapping a lot of them? Doesn't mean... Main point is, doesn't mean any of this is good for the game. The game is still biting... Sorry, the game is still eating the problem with the Season 5 patch, where they giga-buffed half of these, and they're never going to take it back. When you willy-nilly add CC immunity to Groot, for instance, 2 bubbles to mag. Oh my god, what have they done to Thor, bro? Thor just being a turbo kidnap DPS. Like, when you do stuff like this, if any of this is bad for the game, what are you going to do now? In the content-starved community of the tank players, what are you going to do? Take away any of these toys if they're unhealthy for the game? Like, what is Thor doing if he's having a good game or he's into good matchups? Enemy players can't play. He has too much health. He completely shreds them with his DPS, and he constantly displaces them on the tanks they're playing. Like, all of it is completely degenerate. It isn't counterplay. He just stat checks you. That's what tanks do. No. Tanks could move into space with lower damage but higher stats and prevent you from staying there as squishier heroes because they have the staying power but aren't able to go out and assassinate people with all that health because their damage is lower. So they're essentially moving circles of influence, adjusting where people are allowed to stand. Obviously, that rule can be shifted and broken in certain ways or whatever, and that can be absolutely very interesting. But as a general rule, yes, like tanks, lower damage, higher HP, that resource disparity causes them to beat squishier heroes in 1v1s usually, but they take longer to do it, and they use their higher health to survive the higher damage coming in as they take longer to get a kill, right? Which also gives people the opportunity to leave if a tank threatens space. when you just keep giga buffing these things to like be incredibly sharp in their good matchups, it just breaks everything, man. I feel like the tank role is like the symptom, right? I feel like this makes no sense. I don't know what I'm talking out of my ass here, but it's like, let's say you keep tightening everything along a pipeline, and then at some point the pipe just bursts, right? That burst, that like pressure release, always is seen in the tank role. Like, they eat everything in this game. These heroes cannot be designed in a way that is very interesting because they receive the ludicrous amounts of heals in this game. Some of these heroes have over 800 health, meaning they cannot be one-shot, and they can be getting healed by a Luna and Jeff at the same time, so they are effectively, unless you try really hard, literally immortal. So how good are you going to make them at getting kills, really? Because they basically have infinite health half the time. What are you going to do with their kits? It's got to be incredibly restricted, right? And when you power creep them, it's this whole fucking monster. Like, they're too tanky, suddenly, like, uh-oh. Now the uptime on this fucking hero's shield is too high and they can walk anywhere they want. This happens with Strange when he's a decent player and he's getting good heals. And he's not into heroes that smack him in the face. Now you're just forced to swap. You're forced to swap, you're forced to swap, you're forced to swap. Venom's doing whatever he wants, pick something that shreds him. Thing's doing whatever he wants, pick something that shreds him. Rogue's doing whatever she wants, pick something that shreds her. Right? And by power creeping these tanks, what you have done is caused more and more experience for tank players to be, when they're having fun, they have to get counterpicked. They have to. What are you going to do if you're against Pain Brothers in Diamond and they will not fall over? What are you going to do, bro? Magic? You're going to play Magic? You're going to play Spidey? You're going to play Spider-Man? No. You're playing Moon Knight. And you're playing Phoenix. You might play Iron Fear. And you're playing Cyclops. And this is the thing, bro. Like, the problem is that these heroes and the players of these heroes have a hard time because you're on the front eating the absolute dopamine draining slop that is way too much damage and way too much healing. And they are a necessary conduit for preventing all of that overwhelming everything. Like, they sit in the middle and they just soak it all up. And to be honest, bro, for lots of people, that's really not fun. And you can create stuff that is fun. Squishier heroes like Rogue and Angela and whatever. And you know what? In most ranks, bro, that's just kind of useless. Because if anyone on the enemy team has a gun and they can kind of aim it, what are they going to do? Nothing for their team, bro. They're not going to have a insanely high uptime shield and self-survivability and iframes to stop it coming in, right? And cooldowns and a high burst combo that makes someone instantly die if they try to walk past them. But that's kind of the formula. That's just shield, tank, and rivals. If healing and damage was a bit lower, then suddenly you can have Season 1 Thor, Season 1 Hulk, Mag with 1 bubble. Don't need a design Dino. Like, Dino is probably the best example and illustration of why the Vanguard role receives all the crap the game gives it. In the most, like, on the playing field and in the design of the game. Because of all the uproar of tank players hating the role or not wanting to play the role and it being a dirty job, they designed a hero that has a button for every problem that tank players had. You know, he's a big brawler that can fight anything up close, right? But he's always going to get shot by pokes, so he has a bubble shield. Oh, and there are flyers and he can't reach them when he's a melee hero, so now he has a beam. And it also gives him self-sustain in the beam with the bleed because he needs to heal himself. It's like every pain point is in a button on this hero, and guess what? It has no depth because they addressed all of it, and there's no depth to the application of it. The hero is like a skill floor hero, and he's a stat check. That's it. I would not say the tank role on the whole is balanced well. I'd say there's variety and ability to pick it, but I'd say the entire game's power creep has honestly lowered the overall quality of what is pickable and what feels workable on individual heroes, and I think that's a shame. Because really, I'm going to be honest, it feels worse to be accessing a hero's skill floor than it does to be approaching its skill ceiling and being competent and getting a win because of that. I think that just feels worse. And I think that's a shame. And I think really the game is coasting more and more towards surf between heroes at the skill floor. If it's not there already, which it kind of is. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, unless you're a hit scan player. Yeah. That's about it. God, that was a rant. Someone can have fun editing that. Fucking hell. Last quick tank release was Emma. I would say last universally pretty effective tank release was Emma, yes. Tank pool because he was just buffed pretty high. He was just very effective. But yeah, Emma was kind of the one. But like, she's in the formula. It's like when I see the consistently picked cross-ranked heroes that work, especially in a ranked ladder or a more unstable environment, it's the shield tanks, bro. Because a single gun on the enemy team will genuinely stop 95% of the tank player base playing the game if they don't have a shield. That's just it. What is Hulk going to do? He gets shot. What is Cap going to do? He gets shot. And the Cap players generally across the ranks aren't going to secure many kills. They kind of just stall. Groot's going to get shot. Venom's going to get shot. Thing is going to get shot. Penny's going to get shot. Thor's going to get shot. Angela's going to get shot. Rogue's going to get shot. Like... And then it's not just the shields. All of the shield tanks have some form of save their own life button. Strange, it's flight, so he's a little bit less. But Strange is probably the most mobile out of them, so he's easier to move around. And his shield is the most flexible, so he can shield dance. All of them have some lethal combo to one-shot at 250 that tries to walk past them, so their space control is also really good on top of stopping poke. Like, they have all these baked-in core abilities and a rhythm to their kits that hijack insanely high damage. That is the easiest thing to access at range in this game. That's why these are the tanks. These are the tanks of this game. Everything else is you want to have fun, but they happen to be in the tank role, and the devs shouldn't have put them there. They should be in the tank role. The devs shouldn't let that amount of damage fucking control everything. Do you think they'll actually address the damage and healing number issues? I have my serious doubts that they'll ever make it there. And yeah, like, this is another thing. Like, there are some heroes that are kind of reliant on the system that is broken as it is. Like, Moon Knight is a loophole, basically. He can only exist if the air is healing. Because a hero that does this much damage with like ricochets or whatever is fundamentally so busted OP, but is kept in check by high healing / he's enabled by high healing at the same time. Like, he can't exist without the system. He needs to be different. Who's gonna edit that? I counter swapping, just let me play Rogue and get off Punisher and Thing. Yeah. I don't think the tenacity system is a solution at all, and it makes for very unsatisfying gameplay for other players. If I'm on Sparty and try to pull someone and it just doesn't work at all, then I've burned a cooldown due to not being able to track how many times. I do wonder if not just for the Loki mode, but it's actually like Avengers mode testing, and it's all like boss modes, and people can get chain CC'd. It might genuinely be because of them, because I can't really think of a reason it would work now in the game. I don't know why it's there. Why can't we just get a poke tank? What do you think? You can't have a poke tank, it just doesn't work. They'll do it. I think they'll it's so weird. To me, they understand the restrictions on tank mostly. Like, it's there. They kind of get it. They kind of get it. Because, holy shit, all the tanks they make have such stark restrictions on them. Like, they all have such limitations in some way or another. Tank pool was the difference to me, but he had to get nerfed, and he did. And it was his range damage. But, you know, Cyclops, they just go wild. What doesn't he do? What doesn't he do? No tank will be designed with that freedom. They can't. And they seem to get it. If the Hood or Jubilee, but well, as a poke tank, the game is just going to break. Well, so far, like, I wouldn't have necessarily called tank pool a poke tank, but you would have what, played him against poke. It's like, if you had mag and tank pool, would you be sad? No. Extra bubble, tank pool can shoot. It's just a fall off. Like, I think if they add tanks with guns, they're always going to be mid to short range. Like, they're never going to let them poke at range. Through poke tank that's decent would force the enemy team to run it down. Yeah. Poke tanks are hard to implement because it extends their area of control massive amounts. Exactly. Like, if you think how far away Hela is effective.
Hell bends to my will. Enemies.
Now, I don't think any of the fucking hit scan in this game are balanced, but let's just do the thought experiment. If you consider this to be some level of fair purely because the hero is 250 HP, I can see the argument for that. But if on any angle, someone can pull up with 750 HP and shoot you with like decent enough damage that kind of looks like this. Sorry. And he got hit by the passive. That is now super repressive. This is now a tank effectively threatening space like a Magneto who's 20 meters in front of you, but it's a Magneto whose shots hit you and he's 80 meters away or 100 meters away. And it's like, what are you going to do, duel him? He has 700 health. Like, that's the problem. It's like tanks pretty fundamentally essentially just have to get sort of near you. And there's this kill threat radius that is it's their health. It's health times damage. You know, tank has 850 health, does less damage than a DPS. And if you're close enough, they'll be able to stick onto you and run you down and kill you before you can get them off of you. That's like their kill threat in use of like health and damage. And if they have range, it breaks that a lot. And if a tank was poke, like even in Overwatch, the only way they've done it is either the hero can't crit, they're fundamentally forced to be pretty stationary, which is a part of it, which should be considered if it was a poke tank. I think Rivals wouldn't do that. I think Rivals would fail to adequately create weaknesses for a poke tank. I think a poke tank breaks the mold, and then they would mishandle breaking that mold. Or Sigma, who was range limited on purpose. Or Malga, who was universally hated. So... Give all tanks a health buff? No. It would break melee. Everyone would need percentage damage more. Okay. RTC tank with no damage Sandman would be cool. Yeah. Game needs like more utility control stuff would be cool. All my Deadlock games? Congratulations. Quick tank with lots of health is hard to counter. Oh, okay, just make them really weak at close range and cut some of their health. Oh, we made a DPS. Did you say weak at close range? Did you say that? Ram from Overwatch is a projectile with mediocre damage and the rest of his kit makes him incentivized to take physical space. Yeah, Ram's not a poke tank. He's just brawl. God, is Ram still broken? Fucking hell. Yeah, characters like Wolf, Planet, Moon Knight in the game, how they are fundamentally makes tanks hard to play. I mean, yeah. I think for, like, the average player base, like, most people experience the game. Is look, basically poke is too good. Poke and healing are too good. So in neutral, these teams are incredibly hard to dislodge. And tanks are super, super hard to kill. So then there's a justification for all these pressure release heroes that then shakes the game up and then people need to play around them. And then we're not in the explicit, like, 2 poke heroes front to back. And then the game breaks down a little bit and it changes a little bit. Yeah, I think it's super fucking boring. I'm gonna be honest. Like, oh yeah, let's displace and kidnap a tank and that's the only change in the fucking formula. Like, I have a short waiting to be recorded for one of my next topics, but necessary evil heroes are complete brain dead design, like, slop. Necessary evil. Oh, okay. So, you just released another product instead of fixing the problems with the existing one. That's the whole point of it. Wolverine can get rid of that tank that's standing in the front that's functionally immortal. Oh, yeah, good. Why was he functionally immortal again, bro? Hello? Maybe I don't want the effect to be, oh, whenever I have that experience, I'm forced to play Wolverine or lose, because that's not a hero shooter. That's a fucking, I'm playing checkers. I'm playing hopscotch. And I'm always forced to play Wolverine. So no matter what, that immortal tank is forcing my experience to be worse or something I don't want. Maybe you could just make the tank able to be killed if they were like a worse player, or you played around them and learned the player. And, you know, there was human to human interaction. What am I saying? Okay. Shut up, Galacta. The momentum tank which failed? No, it was tempo tank. I remember that. The least qualified people to have used the word tempo was the fucking design and balance team. I think tanks should be able to do and incentivized to do what they're supposed to do. Take space. Yes. Side note, did you know Blade's dash cancels Angela's dash? It's a good counter to it. Yeah, yeah. Mega's kind of like that, great at mid-range, terrible at close range. But his close range combo is good. Like, his combo works at close range just fine. It's the fact that it's costly to approach a mag. And it's also like, mag is also designed basically to, like, he has iframes for himself to stop damage coming in if his backline is distracted. And the goal is to go through or past mag. Like, and that also makes him super effective and way more consistent. It's the same for Emma. It's mostly the same for Strange, but it's more because he's able to shield dance and he's a bit more mobile. And all of these heroes are able to explode someone at close range as well. So it's like, that threat coupled with their ability to cover themselves and stop damage coming in and shield dance turns into this, like, they're an insanely powerful anchor into most stuff. in most ranks. Like, nothing funnier than chasing someone down with that's 1 HP with the hub attack. I know. TikTok, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys first. I'll be back Wednesday. It's a short stream Wednesday as always. Otherwise, good night, sleep tight. Thanks for love tonight. If you're able to have a hit scan with low HP and decent damage, that would be doable, I think, no? I wouldn't be against a tank hero that was like 400 HP and it was poke. Like, I'm all for like a bunch of weird designs and trying stuff like that. It's just the will to make it work and make it workable. And that doesn't just involve changing the numbers on that hero. It involves allowing a space for that hero to exist, which is also the balance of the rest of the game. All right, thank you, TikTok. Good night. YouTube, I'm also going to send you guys away now. This little bully Magwell, yeah. Thank you guys for the love tonight. I don't usually do YouTube streams on Wednesdays. I've gone way too late tonight. But I still do Twitch and TikTok. It's a shorter stream Wednesdays, but right now it is Monday, 10:47 p.m. for me. I stream about 5:30 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I start with variety. They did a poke low HP tank and he got nerfed twice in a row, Deadpool. Twice in a row, Deadpool? I mean, yes, he did, yeah. I will say, though, issue I had with tank pull was that, and you could see it coming, it's like, the problem and the reason for success on that hero was, yes, the single target ult was good, but it was the range damage. And if you nerf the range damage, he doesn't do anything, because the entire hero is kill threat. Like, that was it. The entire reason tank pull was good was because he did a lot of damage with his guns. There was nothing else really to nerf. Like, there was nowhere else to go. If it was a consistent, like if it was a range damage that had good long range and couldn't crit or something, and then they had all these other things that they did, you know, maybe fine. We could see. Looking back, no balance team should be allowed to touch numbers they never have good intent. Moon Knight does too much damage for existing. Yeah, that's a problem with the game in general. Damage for existing. These suggestions on a poke tank, just blade without the shotgun? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, good night, YouTube. Highest win rate character was Ultron, but I have to swap half the games before it even starts to some of the rows. Ah, yeah.